everyone.
Hi!
And welcome to
Top 3
Disney.
Someday he's going to get it. Today we're going to talk about our top 3 rides. Not attractions, rides.
Not attractions.
Not attractions.
So what's that mean?
Like Voices of Liberty would not be
Oh, okay.
a ride. Country Bear Jamboree would not be a ride. And I know that's one of your favorites, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have not revealed our answers to each other. And I guarantee there will be some overlap because we all have some pretty similar likes and dislikes. But we will get started with our third place choice. And I'll start this time. Sound good?
Okay, good.
Okay. My third place bronze medal winning ride is Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror. Because the theming is amazing. I am a thrill ride lover. I love the airtime that it provides. And when I ride Tower of Terror, I cannot not scream. Does that make sense? And I love how it just makes me, I have to scream. And finally, when you get a good cast member on Tower of Terror, like the cast members that fully embrace their character, I freaking love that. So I always ride it with hopes that I'm going to get someone that does something hilarious. So that's my third place. How about you, Matt?
I'll be quick. That's mine as well.
Oh, hey.
Everything that she said, the themes about it all, and it's awesome. The whole thing is really cool, and everything. Yeah, I have nothing to add to that. So Tower of Terror is my third as well.
Excellent. All right, Shaylin.
My third place is Space Mountain. Because of the thrill factor, because it's not too much of a thrill that I hate it, and it's enough thrill that I love it. But I like the theme of going through space, and I like the darkness because it's like a mystery for the track because you can't see it. I like the stars and just like the whole and the ending where you have to walk through and you get to see some cool stuff at the end of it. So that's my third place.
My third place is Avatar Flight of Passage. I like how it's just the experience is once in a lifetime. You get to be on this little motorcycle contraction, and like they flash lights at you, and like you know what's going on, and then all of a sudden you're in the world of Avatar. It's just a great experience. You can feel the Banshee move on your legs. It's just the simulation it's amazing. It's my third place.
All right, well that leads right into my second place, which is also Avatar Flight of Passage. And just to add a little bit to it. Oh no, see mine was second, yours was third. That's not an all. Have to be the same. Anyway, I love the music in that ride. I love the music and I love the smells. I enjoy smells of Disney World and I love the smells in that ride. I love the theming as you go through the queue, the story they tell. Of course, Disney's great at that. And then, the ride is beautiful. But to me, the music and the smells just make me love it. That's my second place.
Mine is the new Rise of the Resistance. It's pretty. It's awesome. It's an experience and a ride at the same time. And I've only done it once. Looking forward to doing it many more times. But being a Star Wars fan, there's some scenes that you go through, that are, it's pretty awesome. So I look forward to doing it again. But yeah, it's fun. Rise of the Resistance.
Good one.
Mine is actually the same. Stop.
See, that's where
I like the experience part, but I'm going to talk about the ride part because this is the ride video. I like how they included animatronics in it, and they look pretty they look a lot like the actual characters, and I like how there's videos of the actual actors, and then there's giant props and stuff, and the whole ride experience is insane, and it's really hard to describe because there's just so much going on, so you have to ride it yourself. The only sucky part is you have to wake up at like 4 a.m. to get up parked.
It's worth it.
It is very worth it. But what you can do, here's a little tip. Go to Tower of Terror because they have really good service and Wi-Fi. That's what me and Tyson did on our second time. Actually, that's true.
Good job, Tyson.
But Tyson and I did with his girlfriend. We sat in Tower of Terror till exactly 7, and then we were like, go. And we got a pretty early pass, so that's a little tip for you. But yeah, that's my second place.
My second place is Rock and Roller Coaster. Now, the reason why I choose Rock and Roller Coaster is, like, some people, like, when they say, hey, come to Disney, they're like, no, they don't have any thrill rides. Like, well, Rock and Roller Coaster is one of the few thrill rides that Disney has. And the reason why I have it as second place is it never gets old for me for some reason. Every single time I go to Disney, even if it's every single day, I will always want to ride Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't know what it is. It's just
It's awesome.
It never gets old for me.
The takeoff.
The takeoff is awesome. Rock and Roller Coaster.
All right, we ready for our top choice?
Yes.
Does anyone know what mine is?
Yes.
Expedition Everest.
We all do.
What is it?
Expedition Everest.
Expedition Everest is my favorite ride. Even after Flight of Passage and Rise of the Resistance, it's still my favorite. And here's why. I love thrill rides that physically have a thrill, not virtual thrill. And Everest is a smooth coaster that provides an incredible thrill without shaking the crap out of my head. I love the theming. I love when you go backwards. In Tower of Terror, I can't not scream, but in Everest, when you go backwards, I can't not make this face. I just love it so much. I love it so much. And I love after you're done going backwards and you're waiting to go down the big hill and you have to think about what are you going to do for the picture. So I love thinking of different poses and fun things we can do as we get our picture taken going down the hill. I love Expedition Everest. I could ride it all day long.
If you were stuck on Expedition Everest and it just kept going on a loop, would you enjoy it?
I would love every second.
How would you eat?
I wouldn't need to eat. I would be so happy riding the ride over and over again.
What if you get thirsty?
Well, I have to use the bathroom.
Don't care.
Just pee on the ride.
All right, I know what Matt's is.
Yeah, I actually am kind of the opposite of Susie. I think it's because I'm getting older right now. Because if I was, Tyson's age, Rock and Roller Coaster would be right up there. That's a spectacular ride. Expedition Everest is awesome. So all those rides are great. I'm kind of into the Star Tours kind of thing and the Soarin', those kinds of rides where you are, you're really stationary, but you're in, the screen that you're looking at is kind of what it is. I like that. I like if I didn't want to make Star Tours and Soarin' and Flight of Passage my top 3, I didn't want to do that, but Flight of Passage is my number one. That how they did all of that is incredible. The music, the pacing of all of that, and the little story that they have that goes with it is great, and the screen is incredible. You could get something new every single time. The smells are great. Even the time where there's a moment there where it stops for a little bit. You have to get away from the big red banshee, and then you hide for a little bit, and and the music is great, and then you get going again, and it's awesome. So I like all of those rides right now, probably because I'm older, and again, if I was Tyson's age, I probably would like the Space Mountains and the Primeval Whirl and the the Rock and Roller Coasters and the Expedition Everest and all that. Those are great rides, but for me, I really enjoy those kind of simulator kind of situations, and the Star Tours. I love that. And now that they changed it, you know, added some more scenes and stuff. And I'm a huge Soarin' fan. I could do Soarin' all day, but my number one is Flight of Passage. That is incredible. I could ride that one all day. And then in between, get some of the
Night Blossom drink.
drink. Yeah, get some of that and ride it again.
Well, we can't do that. We need like 5 packs. We need or wait 3 hours online. My number one is also Flight of Passage. Don't.
Oh.
Nope. Stop. Because I like the same. I like the simulators. I like Star Tours and Soarin'. I like those. Yeah. But just the realism. You really feel like you're in this Pandora world, and you feel like you're actually riding this creature. And what I really like about the ride is, number one, the smells, because you can like just smell different things while you're flying. I like the action and also the calm, like the calm parts, like when you have to stop, you can feel the banshee breathing, which is insane. And then like the beauty aspect of it all. It's just insane, incredible, and yeah, definitely recommend
I remember the first time we rode that ride and we didn't know what it was at all. When it came to that scene where you calm down and you're like just...
I was scared.
Yeah, I was like, what's going to happen? Like, something's
happen?
going to jump out at us. And it was just such a relief that it wasn't that. It was just like a beautiful scene. Yeah.
Recommend.
All right, Tyson. I know what his is, I think.
My number one is the Rise of the Resistance. Number one reason why I have it in first place was the curiosity, what it was. It was, the whole land was opened, and that didn't open. And we're just like, what is that? Like, what are they doing? And then the day we did it was, like, the whole queue thing is, I think is...
The boarding pass system?
The boarding pass system is genius, in my opinion. Because, yeah, I get to wake up at 4, but getting a pass and, like, getting a early pass is just the excitement, the relief. Like, when you do it, like, you hear people, like, screaming. Like yeah, yep. Like, just that whole, like, situation and the experience of that is amazing.
Yeah, because you've never gone through it and not gotten a pass.
Yeah,
what about
true.
those people?
That's true.
That
true.
would suck. Waking up at 4 for no reason.
That's true. But yeah, like when your boarding group is called, you wait a solid 20, maybe 30 minutes, which is awesome. And then the whole room, like going into different rooms, and then finally getting into the ride is just, in the ride itself, like I've never experienced something like that in obviously my whole life. So I would ride that every single time and like 24/7 if I have to.
Can I like mention the trackless system is so smooth?
I think we should do one on our 3 worst rides.
We'll do that next time.
Next time.
I don't know if there is. I'll just
Or
name all the rides that you
attractions.
guys like. All the ones you guys like are my worst ones.
Shaylin's not a thrill rider. All right, that's that. Why don't you tell us what your favorite rides are? Comment below. See?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Okay, bye.
Bye.